India processes billions of transactions across its massive digital payment networks every month. Systems like UPI have saturated the economy. With phones scanning QR codes at almost every storefront, it is easy to assume physical money is quickly becoming obsolete. But look at this chart. This is the volume of physical currency in circulation, and the trend is pointed straight upward. It has climbed to a record high of nearly 42.86 trillion rupees. Moving, tracking, and maintaining that sheer volume of physical paper puts an immense structural strain on the financial system. India is currently running two massive economies side by side, a highly efficient digital one and an aggressively physical one. These familiar, everyday notes are printed on a traditional cotton linen paper blend. In everyday use, that paper absorbs moisture, accumulates sweat and dirt, and easily tears when folded or passed repeatedly between hands. Replacing all those damaged bills is expensive. For the financial year ending in 2025, the cost to print fresh currency surged past 6,300 crore rupees. This bar chart tracks the disposal rate of the old cash. In a single year, the central bank had to withdraw approximately 23.8 billion rotting, soiled notes from circulation. Maintaining a fragile paper money supply has become a multi-billion rupee drain that the banking system can no longer sustain. To solve this, the Reserve Bank of India is reviving a decade-old strategy to completely overhaul the material composition of the country's cash. This is the proposed replacement, a synthetic film called biaxially oriented polypropylene, or BOPP. It's highly flexible and foldable. Because this molecular grid locks together, the surface is entirely non-porous, repelling water and preventing dirt from soaking in. That structural resilience means a single polymer note can remain circulating in the economy up to 4 times longer than a cotton paper equivalent. Manufacturing this specialized film does cost slightly more upfront, but the drastic drop in replacement printing pays for the upgrade over time. There is a secondary vulnerability inherent to paper currency: counterfeiting. Recently, the banking system intercepted a 20% year-over-year spike in forged 500 rupee notes. Polymer allows for security features that are exceptionally difficult to print in an illicit operation, like these complex see-through windows and embedded micro-optic holograms. We can look to Canada's 2011 currency transition to measure how effective this technology is in practice. As this chart illustrates, after Canada adopted plastic cash, their counterfeit rate plunged by 90%. The material itself acts as an engineering wall against sophisticated fake currency operations. Hearing about a major currency overhaul immediately brings up memories of sudden demonetisation, long bank lines, and economic shock. But the actual strategy being discussed is a quiet, highly controlled pilot project, initially limited to select cities. The RBI plans to test the materials strictly on lower denominations first, specifically targeting the 10 and 20 rupee notes that wear out the fastest. The primary operational hurdle they need to test is mechanical. India's vast network of ATMs must be able to physically grip and dispense this slicker material without jamming. It is a calculated engineering test designed specifically to avoid macroeconomic panic. Over the long term, the replacement mechanism works silently. When you deposit old, soiled paper notes, commercial banks will simply hold on to them. When you withdraw cash, the ATMs will only dispense the new polymer notes, allowing the old paper to slowly fade out of the economy. Overhauling billions of circulating bills is a massive logistical undertaking, but the math requires it. Physical cash is not the opposite of digital progress. It is a parallel system that requires equally precise engineering to function correctly at scale. By adopting polymer, India is ensuring its physical money remains as secure, durable, and advanced as its digital networks.